I'm sat here in my office on a Saturday and it is the beginning of the new tax year. So happy new tax year. And because I spent all of last year trying to prepare to max out my ISA as soon as possible, today I'm going to attempt to max out my ISA in the first day of the brand new allowance. In case you didn't know, when the new tax year approaches, we get a new fresh £20,000 allowance that we can stuff into our ISA. Now I prefer the stocks and shares ISA as it gives me more control over my investments. Of course, the platform that I'm going to be using this year is Trading 212. I made a video which is coming out very soon which explains why I chose Trading 212 again as my ISA and why I wanted to put £20,000 into my Trading 212 ISA and not really try out other brands, even though this year we can try out more than one stocks and shares ISA at the same time. So here is my Trading 212 home screen. Now if I click on this button here, you can see that currently I have £31,768 in free funds, which is slightly more than the £20,000 required to max out my ISA. So now what I'm going to do live in front of you so that you can all watch and find out how to do it is to transfer £20,000 from my Trading 212 Invest account into my Trading 212 ISA. Now I've not done this before, so I don't know if you have to actually go into Trading 212, open a new ISA, or you can just transfer using the feature. So what I want to do is to get to the Trading 212 menu here, which is the three horizontal lines. When you click on that, you can see there is this section called Manage Funds. Now if you click on Manage Funds, from here we can actually move funds between our Trading 212 Invest account and our Trading 212 ISA. So now let's press Move Funds here. So what I want to do now is to input £20,000. So that's 20000. Now it's very important that you actually don't somehow manage to transfer from your ISA to your Trading 212 Invest account, because if you transfer out that money, essentially you've lost that allowance from the previous year, and that is possibly one of the worst mistakes you can make at the beginning of the tax year. So just to be sure, you can see that from my Trading 212 Invest account, I have 31,000 here. I am minusing £20,000, and to my Trading 212 ISA account, I am adding £20,000. Now I'm going to press confirm, and I'm not sure if I have to actually physically go in and open my ISA first or not, but let's try this first. So as I've suspected, I'm going to actually have to, open up the ISA, which isn't really a big deal because every year you have to declare if you want to open a new ISA, just so Trading 212 can figure out, where your ISA is, and if they communicate with HMRC, everything is in board on that way. So as you can see, Trading 212 make it easy because if you try to transfer it, they put you directly over to the new ISA declaration. So as you can see, it says the new tax year has started. You need to renew your ISA declaration. Please review and confirm the document below. Now you can quickly go through the ISA declaration, but I've read through this before. Make sure to always read through things before you actually sign them off. So all you have to do is press I confirm here. So as you can see straight away, the funds were transferred successfully. This is great news. Just to confirm, you can see that my Trading 212 Invest account has gone down to £11,000 in free funds, and my ISA has gone up by £20,000. So that's all well and good. So now if I go back to my Trading 212 Invest account, click the arrow again, you can see that the free funds have indeed been taken out. Now from this menu, I can actually go into my Trading 212 ISA account. So if I press this here, you can see that now I have a different balance on my Trading 212 ISA account. Well, actually, I didn't show you what it was before, but if I click this arrow here, you can see that now I have £20,000 in free funds and then another £23,000 reserved from the previous tax year's money. You can also see that now my ISA utilization is 100%. You can see that deposited £20,000. The 2024 limit, I am at £20,000 out of £20,000. Says great, you have deposited the maximum amount allowed for the current tax year. You can deposit next on the 6th of April 2025. So I'm actually very happy that I've maxed out my ISA again for another tax year. Now what's interesting is that because I have all this money as cash, now if I go into earn interest on cash, you can see that my total cash is £43,535, and right now my daily interest on my ISA is £6.04, which is actually not too bad at all to get. Of course, I can't recommend anyone keeping all their money as cash. I'm definitely going to be deploying this money very soon. In fact, if you go to my history, you will realize that I don't actually keep cash for that long. I am kind of trading in my ISA, which I don't recommend, but as you can see, my total realized profit and loss for the past tax year was £2,777, which is over 10% in return, which I am pretty happy about. Now, why do I still have money in my Trading 212 Invest account? As you can see, I have £11,000 of free funds. So I'm already trying to get ready for the next tax year so that I can have £20,000 again that I can transfer from my Invest account to my Trading 212 ISA account. With this money, I am going to be actually trading short term, which again, I don't recommend, but I feel okay because I have an entire year in which I can actually wait out if there is a market crash, and actually I can make a little bit of money in terms of capital gains and maybe even dividends that I can then use to contribute towards my stocks and shares ISA maxing out of next year. It is important to know that outside of an ISA, this tax year, our capital gains allowance is only £3,000 and our dividend allowance is only £500. Of course, you also earn interest on uninvested cash, and if you are a basic rate taxpayer, you have a personal savings allowance of £1,000. A higher rate taxpayer has a personal savings allowance of £500, and if you are lucky enough to be an additional rate taxpayer, you have no allowance, which means that every penny you earn on interest, you have to report to HMRC via a self-assessment form. Now, I'm going to be making a lot more ISA related videos on this channel throughout this week, so stay tuned and do subscribe if you like this sort of content. Make sure to check out some of my other videos and I will see you in the next video.